Hello. It's gaming time. It's also lunchtime. I'm eating my lunch, which is carrots and hummus. Yum. Alright. I've been quite productive today. Multitasking and things. As you can tell by me eating lunch during this. Yeah. So I guess I'll continue work on my train station. I feel like it's raining every time I join. Good carrots and hummus. Alright. You're right, it is always raining and always nighttime. And welcome to the stream. I did a 5K yesterday, which is absolutely crazy. Never thought I would do that. I also wasn't ready for it. In the slightest. I hate running. Didn't train at all. But I did it. Oh wait, here's a picture. It's not a very flattering picture, but here it is. Boom. That's all you're getting. But it was fun. I mean, not while I was doing it, but after it was fun. Oh, got an email. Alright, not important. Thank you. Thank you for your congrats. Anyway, can I sleep yet? And get rid of this rain? Probably not.
No, wait.
Oh, also it turned out that our time for the 5K was within the average 5K time, so not above, not below. I don't know who's taking that data though, like is that data of like everyone that's ever done a 5K, or is it just like the people who are really good at it or oversampled? No idea. Yes, I agree, nothing wrong with average. Nothing wrong at all. In fact, I thought I was gonna be below average. Hello, Big Bat. Alright. What do I do next? Probably work on the back. Which, you know, it couldn't hurt just to do the same thing. So why don't I do that? Where's my glass? Nope. That's not what I meant. Oh no. Well, I'm just gonna break it. Nice. Nice. Jason, what are you up to today? How's your day going, or will be going? Come on. Can't be having that. Oh wait, need to set my timer. Alexa, set a 30-minute timer.
Good afternoon, Ryan. 30 minutes, starting now.
Thank you, Alexa. Packing for your trip. Music mode. Cool. Uh-oh, what's your sleep schedule right now? Asking for a friend. It's me. I didn't know you ever got out of music mode, to be honest. Nice. Yeah, I guess there's no harm in just repeating the same exact thing on the back. Maybe a little flatter. Like, maybe instead of going in one, I can just do this. So the back looks more boring. And that it's clearly a back. Yes, I'm definitely doing a big clock, but I think I'm going to do a real Create clock, because Create has clock bearings. Oh yeah, I could do Vista too, but I think it would be cool to do it with Create. Yes, I will create clock. Maybe I can work on that today. I've got the perfect clock room too. So let's see where the center should be. Probably right here. How do I make a clock bearing? That's crazy. Why did Create add a cuckoo clock? They can do whatever they want, but why? Just very, very funny. Lantern. This hummus and carrots is really good. Just for fun, the other day, I was on a bike ride and I was like, huh, what could I, like, you know, going out to eat is expensive. Oh, I have no idea. It just says, shows the current time, activates once at noon and dusk as soon as player... Oh, look at that. So that's a useful feature, but I think you can do that with daylight sensors anyway. Anyway, I was out on a bike ride and hungry, and Reina was away, so I didn't feel like making food for just one person. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to ShopRite and just pick up food that I can eat. And I was like, what would be a fun way to do this? So I set myself a $10 budget, and I tried to get a meal that like would be good for a dinner. And I got carrot sticks, hummus, a watermelon flavored drink, and a peach for a total of $6.50. And I'm still working on the hummus 2 days later and the carrots. So like, that's pretty good. You know? Just the crazy difference between the price of eating in and eating out, which obviously I knew, but like, just another cool reminder. Could have gotten the dessert for the last $3.50, yeah, but then I'd have to carry it on my bike. And I was running out of hands. Whoa. That looks like my desk pad. Shoot, now I'm out of carrots, but I still have more hummus. What am I gonna do? Alright. Brass ingot do I have? Yes. Whoops. Clockwork bearing. So cool. Man, I'm still hungry. I'm gonna be right back. You know, I may be out of baby carrots, but I'm not out of big carrots. So, now I've got big carrot. And I can dip that. Not that carrots are the only thing you can put in hummus, it's just what I have. Okay. Canada's on fire. I promise it wasn't me. I was there last weekend, but it wasn't me. Alright. Oh, I probably need what's it called? Water wheel. I'm getting ready to just add my mod because I'm sure Ian would be fine with it, but he's not here. My convenient nested crafting mod. It's quite nice, I will say. Whoa. Nice. Well, they should just put out the fires then. Nice. All right. Oh, wait. I could probably just do that. Eh? Off to one side. Is there anything wrong with doing that? I don't think there is. Got another email. Gotta check my email. Good email. Anyway. What should I make the hour hand out of? Maybe white on black would be good. And then maybe I could use a shaft for the next hand. No. That doesn't look right. I think I want this background to be wool. Oh no. That's true. That's very true. Framed blocks. But it takes so much time. And this is also not vertically... Alright, so this needs to kind of come off. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Something like that. Yeah, I can tell. You are very fond of framed blocks. I have not yet seen your rocket. I just realized I'm not building this centered, am I? What am I doing? Whoops. I shouldn't have op right now. Alright, 3, 3. What's your funny shop idea? Alright, that's a circle somewhat. Alright. Now, I bet I could use framed blocks to get more of a nice edge here. Where's my framing saw? There it is. Can I have a like slope? Yes, I can. This is crazy, dude. Framed. Double. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, even as you say that, I'm going to experiment with the with the framed slope. Huh? Nice. I like it. Think that looks very slopey. Or circular. I think it also works best for a clock, probably. Whoops. Why am I building up with wool? No, 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 no. I don't quite understand the placement. Like, I don't know what I'm doing really to change the position, but I just know it when I see it. It actually doesn't even look... Well... Well, it does look pretty circular. Is there any way to hide the clockwork bearing? Well, just as an experiment. Is that the time? Maybe. Oh, no water. Get me out of here. That's so cool. Why is it raining at nighttime again? I just realized. Alright. See, that looks pretty good. From farther away. Something's wrong. I can't hit any buttons. I'm like stuck in my... And my game crashed. That was weird. Never seen that one before. No, wait, my game didn't crash. It's very weird. My camera's gone. That's probably for the best. I don't know where the camera went. So I will just make it invisible. Oh, did it? I'm gonna have to look back at that now. There is Big Bat, but the despawn radius is pretty standard. I mean, you can change it, but are you in survival or single player or not? Anyway, maybe I should do like a windmill here so I don't have to deal with water. Thought I had a bunch of windmill bearings. Yes, I do. Or sails. Oh. Dumbest looking windmill ever. That was good hummus. I don't know if this is fast enough. Gotta wait for it to catch up. That's pretty normal, Big Bat, I think. Can't tell if it's caught up yet. Well, it's still not moving as fast as I'd like it to, so I probably want to add a rotation speed controller. Thank goodness I just made a bunch of those. Josh can no longer have his monopoly. Aha. Brass casing, same thing. House interior when? What do you mean when? Houses aren't for living, they're for decoration. I mean, I did do some of it, like this, you know? Like, yeah, there, wow. And then also here, a slot for an elevator. And then here's my create contraption area that will be expanding. And this, maybe pool. I don't know. I'm working on the house exterior. I don't know if you've seen my train area, but it's pretty cool. I really like this. I also used a feature called the roller, I think. Yeah, mechanical roller, and it literally lets you place blocks manually below the tracks, which I think is such a genius block to add, because otherwise it would have been really hard to follow the curve. So they definitely, they know what they're doing, these create guys. How do I get in? I don't know what I'm doing. And this, maybe pool. Yep, that's about all I have to say about that, as Forrest Gump would say. Now I need to put this here. And I need a large cog. And then here's where the windmill needs to go. But now I need like a gear shaft. Everything's getting so complicated. There we go. And then this I can turn into a regular gearbox. And then I can put my windmill here. Wait, what? You can take an output from the cogwheel part? What do you mean? Am I doing this wrong? So I make this go really fast if I want it to tick like a clock. Which I think I do. You can take an output from either part of the speed controller. Really? Like here, even? Is that what you're saying? No, but that's moving really slow. Are you saying you can put it in here and then take it out here? Oh, gotcha. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that either. Oh, Alexa, stop. Alright, I think that's all I have time for today. Got a nice clock done, though. It would be nice to have a screen, though, with all the numbers. And an actual circle. Maybe I'll look into that. I don't even know how Vista TVs work. I will look into that because I think it would be nice to, like, even if I use create for the hands, then I could still have a nice clock face behind it. Or maybe not, because maybe the clockwork bearing interrupts it, so maybe I'd have to do, like, several TVs, like a 2x3. Anyway, I could figure it out. So, let me see my to-do list. Which is, whoa, lag, which is up here. YouTube, Big Bat, just checking my to-do list. Ah, getting some weird lag. Alright, Wade Self, done. Also, good news, since I started this, I lost 10 pounds. So that's pretty cool. I was nearing the edge of, like, unhealthy BMI, and now I'm in the middle. Or, not exactly, but anyway. Wordle did that, work on Create Connected, which I kind of want to show, work on client items, working on that, Minecraft stream, done. I ate lunch during the meeting, or during the thing, need to read my Bible. This meeting I don't think is happening anymore, so I'm just removing that from the list. And wow, that's my to-do list. What do I do with the rest of my day? Well, the answer to that is the previous day to-do items that I didn't finish. But also, you know what, while I'm here, no, not more Minecraft. I do want to show something I've been working on for a client, which is the Create Connected mod. But it's just a port, so I'm not coming up with any ideas. But I still think it's a cool mod, so I will just show it. But yeah, like I said, none of the ideas are mine or anything. I'm just translating it from one mod loader to another. Let's see, video, game capture, that one. All right, so this is my port of Create Connected. And here's all the items it adds. So I'll just go over each one. And this is actually helpful for me because I needed to do some testing anyway. So this is an encased chain cogwheel, which is kind of like an encased chain drive, except it has cogwheels on them. Oh, and I can also demo the crank wheel, which is literally just a cogwheel with a crank on it, which I think is pretty neat. You also, of course, have the large crank wheel. Pretty cool. You've got an inverted clutch, which is literally just the same as a regular clutch, except, guess what? It's inverted. So when you power it, it turns on. And then, of course, the inverted gear shift, which is just an inverted version of the gear shift. Let's see, parallel gearbox. I forget what the details on this one were. This setup is simple but currently impossible. The parallel gearbox encapsulates this into a block. There you go. Shafts around corners rotate in the same direction rather than different directions. That's pretty neat. Then there's the vertical parallel gearbox, and then there's a crazy 6-way gearbox, which has outputs on every side. Let's see. Brass gearbox, which has independently configurable directions with a wrench, so you can have it turn whichever way you want. The cross connector, this one's actually pretty cool. Whoops. Alright, look at this. Look at this. Ready? Isn't that so cool? Again, I'm just porting it. I didn't come up with these ideas. What's next? The shear pin. This one's pretty neat. I think I have a setup here for testing it. Yeah, right here. So, it is a pin that and you'll see why this is cool later, but it is a shaft that just works like a regular shaft, except when it's overstressed, the pin breaks. So it's kind of like a fuse. And you, again, will see why that's useful in a bit. And that's also why it turns green when it breaks, because it's no longer overstressed as soon as the pin breaks. Okay, then there's the overstressed clutch, which is very cool. This is configurable for a delay, where when it's overstressed, it will uncouple itself after this delay. So if you have a system, like the rest of your system is doing something important over here, like maybe another crushing wheel, and then this, you can either put it back together with redstone or a wrench, but basically, look, okay, you can see this exactly here, so I'm gonna re-enable this clutch, and it's going to be overstressed, and then after 20 ticks, it literally disconnects this from the network, so it's not causing any stress, and this part can continue working. It's so cool. And yes, we should add it, but unfortunately, I don't know if it exists. What version are we on? We're on 121.1. NeoForge, hold on, create connected NeoForge. Yes, they do have a version for that. Yeah, we should totally add it. I agree. It has some pretty cool features. So then there's a centrifugal clutch. Remind me what that does. A clutch is only coupled if the input RPM meets a configured threshold. So yeah, yet another way of determining what gets connected to your system. Wait. Oh. That's a bug. Alright, gotta write that down. Bugle clutch reconnection. It seems to not be reconnecting if it goes over that limit, or I also might be just misunderstanding how it's supposed to work. So I think I need to check the original mod first, but definitely want to look into that. Then there's a freewheel clutch and a brake. The freewheel clutch is a clutch that's only coupled if the input spins in the correct direction as configured. So, let's get a shaft here and a crank. Just a regular crank. This is configured to connect clockwise, so you see I'm turning it counterclockwise, but if I turn it clockwise, then it connects. Very cool. Then, of course, there's the brake, which lets you use redstone to disable rotation through that section by adding and infinite stress, I believe. So that's pretty cool. Here is another really cool system. I think I have a setup here. Yes. This is called the Kinetic Bridge, which lets you... It's kind of hard to explain. Let me just do the ponder thing here. So, relaying rotational force using a kinetic bridge. This is really cool, especially if I'm imagining like connecting and disconnecting different machines, like from an assembly line. So you don't have to have an insane power source for each one. So you can say, all right, I want this network to have 16 times more than the other in terms of stress capacity. My number 1 of number 2 son, I am late as usual lately. However, when the source network is overstressed, then it automatically disconnects. Wait for it. Yeah. Anyway, cool thing. So here, let me demo it. Oh, I'm getting a phone call that I don't want to answer. Basically, look, this stays rotating. This stays rotating while this is not, essentially. And in that way, it's kind of similar to the clutch, but not. Kinetic battery is just as simple as it sounds. And that's a crash that I need to fix. Fix kinetic battery ponder scene. This is actually helpful for me to test this right now. Alright, so yeah, it's basically a battery of rotational energy, kind of like a flywheel. So you can... I think it's starting at... Yeah, it's already powered, but... Okay, I need to look into this, because this was working earlier. Next up is the item silo, which is just an item vault, but vertically. Simple as that. That's the max size right there. So it's literally just an item vault, but vertical. And then there's the fluid vessel, which is literally just a fluid tank, but horizontal. Works in the same exact way. Then there's a creative fluid vessel as well. Then here's an inventory access port, which allows you to basically, well, here I'll show the demo. It's just like an extension to the inventory. So rather than normal how you would have to use a chute at the bottom like this or connected some way, then you can just use this block as kind of an extension of the storage, which is very useful. Inventory bridge bridges two inventories together, like it sounds. And then I can show that by putting an item into each. You see it came out, so that's neat. You can also use some filters on this for like a brass shoot. Hold on, no. Anyway, there's some functionality with the brass funnel that I don't remember and should probably test. Next, I need to show brass shoot. Oh, you're definitely right. I feel like there was supposed to be a feature for filtering. Okay. Inventory bridge crashed. I'm almost done. Is it black screen? Well, yeah. Oh, wait, was it the whole time? No, now it's not. It was just because I crashed just now, Neil. There's a brass chute that does 64 items at a time. There's a dashboard. This one's pretty neat. I think I have a demo here where you can use a redstone link on it and then display like text on it. Sand. Time, set, day. Then there's the sequenced pulse generator, which does this based on that. Then there's this one's pretty cool. This allows you to put transmitters on levers and buttons and things. And even on analog levers where it properly, you know, uses the signal strength. Also with filters. What else? Redstone Link wildcard is just literally a wildcard for your redstone transmitter, so this will still work. And even if you put a different frequency in it, it'll still work. So that's pretty cool. These fan catalysts are just simply encased things for the fan. So like you don't have to have a lava bucket there. You can use it just as normal. Then copycat block, of course. But adding a bunch of different ones. Like that. And then control chip, that's just an ingredient for some of the things over here. And then there's 2 music discs. by Kevin MacLeod. I don't even know if you can hear this. Yeah, I think you can. So there you go. That's Create Connected, my port of it. And I wish I could go into the item silo. I think that would be kind of cool. Just jump on the chute. Yes, a lot of testing still needs to be done, but it's mostly done. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go. That was still helpful. So Jason, you said I should keep playing Minecraft since I don't have a lot to do today, and you're right, I probably will, but it'll probably be working on Create Connected for my clients. Oh, I wonder if the bottom texture is supposed to look like that. I should check the original. Could you try moving a fan catalyst with a piston? Yes, I can. I don't know, I actually haven't tested this in the original mod, so I'm not sure if this is supposed to happen. Probably is. Anyways, time to go. Time to go. Alright, thank you everyone for coming. No, you don't have the mod on the server. This is just a port that I'm working on. But, we could install it because they do have it on NeoForge 121.1. Also, we should get my mod in, the one with the nested crafting. That would be pretty cool. Alright, wow, it's been 57 minutes. Alright, time to go. Bye.